Good day, everybody. My name is Reyes, and we are here to present to you our activity for B. So we are Group 5, spearheaded by our leader, Pierre Simon Barcenas, and the following members, Emmanuel Maminta, Glen Rombert Padilla, Reyes, and Karl Ildefonse Silva. So the first part will be the fishbone diagram, which will be discussed by Glen, Padilla, and yours truly. So let us proceed to the first part.
As we can see in the fishbone diagram, our main problem is the product defect. So the possible causes of the product defect are divided into 6 parts: the problem with machines, workers, raw materials, working condition, storage, and management. Under the machine, the main problems are compatibility of the machine to the product produced, or machine type, machine condition, and operation. For the machine condition, it can affect the product since it is the main tool in manufacturing. This machine condition is caused by poor and irregular maintenance and some defective parts that can cause problem to the machine. Poor operation condition is also a major problem for a machine. Poor operation is caused by defective parts that can change the right functionality of the machine, and by conducting irregular and poor inspection will be very destructive for the machine. For workers, poor qualifications, workplace behavior, skills, and health can cause defect to the product. In poor qualifications, it is caused by workers having not enough working experience, and also when they do not receive the right education, especially in the operation of the equipment and inspection of the product. Poor workplace behavior is caused by workers showing no concentration and awareness to their work. Lack of skill happens when the workers do not participate or receive proper training or refresher courses. Health of the workers can also affect the performance of the worker, and thus more prone in producing defective products. For the defective raw materials, it is caused by impurities, pure quality of materials, strength of material, and by the storage condition. Quality of the raw material is very important in manufacturing electric wires, since all the products must strictly follow the right standard before it is distributed. Pure quality of material is caused by defective composition of the material used, and poor storage condition are caused by temperature and the humidity in the room.
Thank you, Glenn. So continuing from his discussion, the working condition is also a major factor in producing defective products. Poor working conditions are caused by poor workplace, the temperature and humidity of the room, and poor housekeeping. So having a poor workplace means that the right standards in inspection and manufacturing of the product will not be met. So this condition is possibly caused by the poor illumination of the facility. So the temperature and humidity can also greatly affect the machines that are in the facility. So the raw materials and the performance of the workers, they can be affected by the temperature and humidity. Also, note this, poor housekeeping is caused by irregular maintenance of the facility. So without proper maintenance, it results to bad things happening inside the workplace. So storage can also be the main cause of the defect from the product, since it is the last part of the manufacturing stage, and it is the stage where the product was placed in a specific space for a long time. So poor storage is caused by poor housekeeping, poor packaging, very horrible temperature maintenance of the facility, and the congestion of products in a specific space. So, due to this, the storage room can greatly affect the stored finished product with poor housekeeping. So with poor housekeeping, it might cause some animals residing inside the facility that may cause it to destroy electric wires, nibble up some packaging, causing the packaging to be destroyed. It also may tip over some of the items inside the storage room, which can cause some disasters in the workplace as well. So poor packaging is caused by the quality of materials used. So congestion of products in the storage room can degrade or cause defects to the wires. And again, this condition is caused by the size of the facility and the staking technique used for storing the product. Lastly, the management is an important role in addressing the defects seen inside the facility that may cause some defect to the final product. So without proper accommodation for this, or having poor accommodation for this, is caused by not having regular inspection and maintenance for the tools, equipment, and facility.
Addressing quality defects after mass production often takes up valuable time right after a shipment deadline. Ordering replacement materials or components, manufacturing replacement units, conducting product rework, and re-inspecting can all delay shipping when the time is most critical. Waiting until after production to address quality defects often means quality defects that could be prevented is now uh, affect a large portion of your order. So to prevent this kind of mistakes, we created 7 control processes to prevent quality defects. So first is manufacturing department problems will be addressed right away to prevent the production of low quality goods that can damage the company's image. Second is if a raw material is found to be defective after being purchased, it will be returned. Another batch of raw materials that are defect free will be requested in order to make high quality products. And for number three, you should communicate with your supplier. A quality manual or a quality control checklist that you give your supplier should really serve as the manufacturing staff's primary source of information on your needs. Next.
Continuing the control process that shall be implemented by the group to alleviate the product defects. So it is essential that the respective departments responsible for the production of the goods conduct quality inspection, records, and analysis to better determine the areas and type of defect present in the development of the product. Then, to ensure the quality of manufactured product is up to standard, the group shall also implement a regular inspection of the machineries or equipment that shall be used to manufacture the said product. Then, after the product is manufactured, the engineering department shall hold a series of testing to ensure that the performance of the product is up to standard and ensure that the product is safe to use. Then, prior to shipping an ordered product, additional inspection shall be executed to ensure that there are no signs of defects to the product.
So lastly is what will you do to ensure that the employees will be aware of and will acknowledge the control measures that you will implement? So what do you think it will be an effective way? So the best method to guarantee that the criteria stated are followed is to have an appropriate policy in place. So for individuals to adhere to the standards that have been established for the different processes and products, a training handbook should be written. So these criteria will be explained to the staff, and checks and control will be put in place at the different stages of process to make sure that they are upheld. So the organization should then include this in the KPI or key performance indicator for each employee and evaluate each employee's adherence to this criteria. So at the time of their performance reviews, it is crucial to include that these compliances in performance reviews since employees adhere to them and are evaluated on them, So at the end of the year, this will guarantee that they will adhere to the rules and procedures that have been established to ensure that the flows are significantly decreased. So the following are some methods for ensuring employee compliance. So first is put your procedures in writing. So assumption is supposed to be the lowest form of knowledge. So the second lowest level through is presumably remembering anything we heard. So while informing your staff of new rules and procedures is preferable to letting them figure things out on their own. And then assuming that they will recall spoken instructions regarding policies and processes in unduly optimistic. Second is aid staff in comprehending the rationale behind procedures. So keep the following in mind that as you evaluate ways to encourage employees to follow the processes, if employees believe that your procedures are redundant to the real obligations, they won't take them seriously. So you must provide your staff with a more compelling motive to adhere the policies. So tell them that why you have them in place and why following rules and regulations is a crucial component of their duties. So lastly is reward staff members for following rules. So employees can be highly motivated by receiving praise and rewards for appropriate behavior. If you truly want to exhibit the gratitude, don't limit the awards to when staff achieve goals or go above and beyond, and reward them even when they just follow the processes as directed. So that concludes our presentation, and thank you for listening.